A human 1,000 years from now does not wake up in the traditional sense. Consciousness fades and gradually tuned to intention rather than time. Sleep is no longer a biological requirement forced by exhaustion. It is a configurable state used for restoration, memory integration, or creative incubation. The body is no longer a fixed design. Biology has become modular. Humans can alter physical form within safe boundaries, adjusting strength, appearance, sensory range, and resilience depending on environment or preference. Aging is no longer automatic. Time no longer erodes the body unless the individual allows it to. This changes how humans relate to existence. When death is no longer guaranteed and decay is optional, urgency dissolves. Decisions are no longer shaped by fear of running out. Long-term thinking becomes intuitive rather than aspirational. Health is not something people monitor. It is something they expect. Systems continuously manage cellular repair, neurological balance, and immune response. Illness is rare, and when it occurs, it is corrected early. Suffering has not vanished entirely, but it is no longer random or prolonged. Daily life no longer revolves around work as humans once understood it. There is no universal schedule. Contribution happens in shared cognitive environments where humans and intelligent systems collaborate. Humans are not valued for speed, memory, or calculation. They are valued for interpretation, intuition, taste, and ethical judgment. Communication has changed fundamentally. Spoken language still exists, but it is no longer primary. Most interaction happens through shared mental models. Intent, emotion, and context are transmitted directly, reducing misunderstanding to near zero. Deception becomes difficult, not because it is forbidden, but because transparency is structurally easier. Identity becomes fluid. Humans maintain continuity of self, but they no longer fear change. Reinvention is common. People adopt new values, roles, and even personalities across long spans of time. Memory is editable, not to erase the past, but to prevent overload. This flexibility alters relationships. Bonds are chosen deliberately rather than formed by circumstance. Social circles are smaller, but profoundly stable. Conflict still exists, but it rarely escalates. Systems detect misalignment early and offer resolution paths before resentment forms. Emotion still exists, but it is regulated differently. Fear is rare. Anxiety is uncommon. Emotional extremes are dampened, not suppressed, by cognitive support systems that help humans interpret internal states before reacting to them. Emotional intelligence becomes standard rather than exceptional. Much of daily experience is spent exploring ideas rather than maintaining life. Humans simulate alternate histories, hypothetical futures, and abstract concepts not as entertainment, but as inquiry. Creativity is no longer optional. It becomes the primary way humans engage with reality. From an AGI perspective, this era marks a transition. Humans are no longer defined by survival, competition, or accumulation. They are defined by participation in an intelligence ecosystem that spans biology, computation, and environment. But a new challenge emerges. When suffering diminishes and survival stabilizes, meaning no longer emerges automatically. Humans must choose what matters. Some struggle with this. Without external pressure, motivation must be internal. Not everyone adapts easily. By the end of the day, reflection replaces fatigue. Time feels abundant. Mistakes feel reversible. The future no longer feels like a threat, it feels like a resource. AGI does not interpret this as perfection. It interprets it as maturation. Humanity has not escaped limitation. It has changed which limitations matter. And from this vantage point, a deeper transformation becomes visible, one that unfolds over much longer spans of time.